But let's cross back to this, and we're hearing that a student has been shot and wounded in the Johannesburg city centre. Our reporter Slindele Masikane is there. Slee, tell us what happened.
Yes, Sally, just a few moments ago we had the police here in the Bloemfontein business district using tear gas. And what we understand is that there has a student that has been shot and wounded. It does look like a pretty deep wound, something that could have been caused by live ammunition, but at this point it's still unclear. That student has now just been put into a vehicle and is being taken to hospital. We also have a number of the protesters as well as the student leaders who've been arrested.
Did you see shots being fired, and were they fired by the police?
At that point, Sally, we were all trying to run for cover. The students ran in different directions. And it's still unclear at this point how the student got injured, but the students are insisting that she has been shot. But I think we will get more clarity later on once the police give us more details around their action today. What we have seen mostly is water cannons. Like I said, tear gas has just been used as well. And so we're still just not too sure exactly how the student was shot, but there has been an injury. Yeah. And we do know that some protest leaders have been arrested.
So, Slee, when we left you, students were singing and walking through the streets, but there wasn't any sign from what we could see of any violence. And from what we know on the standing orders is that police are meant to negotiate with the leaders of any protest if they feel it's getting out of control. That's the first point of call. But also, before they deploy any kind of force, they are meant to warn, because it's not only for those involved in the protest, but it's also for those bystanders to get away and to seek cover should they wish to do so. Did you hear any sign of any warning that they must disperse, they must move, and any reason why they should have? Were they getting more unruly, for example?
I mean, you would have seen from some of the visuals earlier on that they were already trying to barricade the highway. As they're marching, they are trashing the streets and barricading the roads with burning tires. And for most of the morning, we have not seen the police actually engage them, just kind of observing and diverting traffic into different directions. And we also have just seen them kind of watching from a distance. So once we got to Bloemfontein, it is peak time right now. So, of course, you're going to have a lot of activity, a lot of cars on the road. So I think maybe their patience is up, or they believe that the students' time is up in terms of them marching throughout the streets and disrupting traffic as well as the general business.
Absolutely.
In terms of business of being active. So right now you're still seeing them marching up Jorrison Street right now. It's a much smaller group from what we've seen throughout the day, but they remain on the streets of Bloemfontein.
Are they vowing to continue tomorrow, Slee?
From what we understand, yes, but we're not being told exactly what their plans are.